Hey guys, my name is Peter Shatropa and I want to thank you guys all for watching this video. So I'm going to be speaking about PDX Outreach. So what is PDX Outreach, right? We all get this question. You guys are probably all wondering. Basically, it's just a ministry where to prepare you is to prepare every single one of us to go out and proclaim the good news, the gospel, right? Is that God commissioned us to go preach and to proclaim the gospel. And I feel like so many times we're so afraid to preach the gospel, or we're so afraid to share our faith with others, right? I mean, it's so easy for us to talk about some other things in life, but when it comes to the Bible and when it comes to our faith, we're afraid and scared. And I want to encourage you guys all that to proclaim the gospel and to preach the gospel wherever we are. And basically, PDX Outreach is a place where you can get trained and to go out there wherever you are, at school, work, to go and preach the gospel. And I want all of us to have the boldness and courage that we may be confident in the Lord and what He has done, and the gospel to be a reality in our life before we go preach. Alright, it's not just a place where you can come and just chill or relax or just hang out. It's a place where you personally get trained, that wherever you go, it's at your house to preach the gospel and to be a living example of Jesus Christ. Is that He came and lived a perfect sinless life, and that's not possible for us, but through the power of the Holy Spirit, is that we are being separated every single day to look more like Christ. And being like Christ is proclaiming and preaching the gospel, the good news, right? And if it's good news, why aren't we preaching it, right? And we are scared, and this is a place where you can come and to get trained and to go do it yourself. This is a place, is not where you come and just relax, but this place is where the Lord truly works on your heart while you're preaching and you're encouraging others. The biggest thing is that, and one of the coolest things ever, is that while you're doing this, the Lord's working on your heart. A lot of times we want a humbled heart. We are looking at how to be humble, or we're wondering, how did Jesus do it? And it's by Him serving, and that's for us too. Us being prepared to go be servants. And in order for you to be a servant, you must serve. You're looking for practical things. How can I be more humble? It's you serving, right? How can you be humble? You talking about how to be humble. We talk about this and we overcomplicate how to be humble. Simply, it's you go serve, whether it's at your church, whether it's at your home, whether it's school, work, outside the streets, your neighbors, wherever it is, wherever you go, I want you to serve. And this is the first step you can take, is you coming out here and you just being confident in what the Lord has done in your life, and be like, yes, Lord, you did it in my life, and I want to go do it to others. Alright, and don't think of this just, oh man, you're just go feeding other people. No, you're feeding Christ. You're clothing Christ, and all these things that you do is for the Lord. And I want you to experience this in your own life. We talk about Jesus, 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 but how many of you, and personally me, how much are we being, or are we being identified with Christ? We have these martyrs in the Bible that maybe got skinned alive and crucified upside down, and we're talking about all these amazing things that happened to them, but man, what's happening to us, in our personal life with Christ? We talk about being persecuted, man, but how many times are we getting persecuted? We're afraid. And I want this place to be your place where you can be like, Lord, I want to be used by you. And let me tell you something, the Lord will use you, but you got to step out your comfort zone, because you maybe are afraid of something happening. But man, let me tell you guys something, the Lord has protected us. There's things that were close to happen, but man, the Lord is good and faithful, and He protects His people. And even though if we get persecuted, expect it. We often try to run away from it, and I want all of us to be strong in the Lord, that the Lord wants to use you and He wants to work in you.